At the beginning of each year, many of us humans assure ourselves that the year ahead will be more fruitful if we set out some resolutions to, eat better foods, work out more, and maybe even keep the house nice and clean. While I can't really help you with the first two, I know so many of you want to have a cleaner 2015. So here's my advice for you if you're looking to stay on top of your house chores a little more this year. This year, let's do something different. Instead of setting resolutions, which happen to have a high failure rate, we're going to set goals. Goals are incremental and don't have to span an entire year, which is why I really like them. They're just more precise. Perhaps the goal is just to create a new habit, not something ambiguous like, I'm going to be tidier this year. Also, if you're realistic, then you're more likely to stick to it. And remember to be kind to yourself. If you fall off the wagon, don't give up entirely, brush yourself off and start up again. Time spent cleaning the house needs to be as routine as possible, and what gets scheduled gets done. So if you tell yourself every Monday morning, I'm going to do a load of laundry, or every Saturday morning, I'm going to deep clean the kitchen, those are two of my scheduled items, by the way, then you'll get it done. Week in and week out, you need to maintain your schedule as best you can, and that's where you need to stay focused. Don't be overzealous with your goals. I think if you're going to do that, you set yourself up for failure. What's always worked for me is setting a small amount of time aside that I can easily and safely part with, like 15 or 30 minutes. And then I just dedicate cleaning time to that. During that time, of course, I clean like a madwoman. I put on music or a podcast or an audiobook. I avoid all distractions and I just clean. That's all I have to do. My progression to living a cleaner life took time. What started with, no joke, hanging up my coat to keep a cleaner front hall, then led to adding in laundry to my morning routine a couple times a week, laundering cloths and linens weekly, deep cleaning the kitchen weekly, and then deep cleaning my bathroom every couple of weeks. So throughout the years, I've added in these little extra things to my day, and look at me years later. That's what happens when you layer things on in small progressions, and that's all I'm suggesting that you do. Many of you have probably heard me say this many times before, but there's a good reason for it. We are all reward motivated. So make sure you give yourself a nice reward and be complimentary and kind to yourself along the way. Now, I know this might sound corny and I probably sound like Dr. Phil, but seriously, this kind of positive talk is what gets people from wherever they are stuck to where they want to be. I think acknowledging your hard work is what's most important, frankly, but a pretty thing or a crispy, crackly treat never hurts either.